Well, hello, everybody, fellow Canadians, not fellow Americans, but Americans that we in Canada really respect, really care about. Uh, I just happen to be an ordinary Canadian from Atlantic Canada. And with all the stuff that's been going on in the news and happening between Canada and the United States, first of all, I just want to let you know that our politicians, they are politicians. But if you've been following any of them on any of the media outlets or YouTube, I just want you to know that, in my opinion, they're being fairly honest. I know that's hard to believe for politicians to be honest, but a lot of you guys think Trump is being honest. So if you can believe that, I assure you, you can believe our politicians are. We are a country. We are separate from the United States of America. If a Canadian, for instance, is traveling in another part of the world and a person hears the accent and confuses it with an American accent and says, "Oh, are you American?" I can assure you most Canadians will be polite about it outwardly, but inside we're steaming a little bit. And we usually very politely and very concisely and very with good pronunciation and I'll let you know that no, we live in America, North America, and we are Canadians, which usually gets us, oh, great. We really like Canadians, but anyway, I don't know why that is, to be honest with you. I, as a biker enthusiast, have traveled to the United States several times, specifically to Laconia in New Hampshire. And the very first time I went, I was very surprised at how clean the landscape was, the highways, how beautiful, how polite, how nice, how open the people were in both New Hampshire and in Vermont and in Maine. In my opinion, way more polite, way more able to converse with me as a Canadian, to be polite. I felt like I was home. I've never met nicer people. And even at a place where big bad bikers go, the biker rally in Laconia, never had a problem. Could sit down, have a few beers with complete strangers from all over the United States. Tough guys with tattoos and multiple earrings and braids in their beards and hair. People that if you saw coming towards you on the street, it would scare the crap out of you. But there was never a problem. Even in bars where people were drinking, everybody having a great time. As a matter of fact, when people found out it was Canadian, you could see the smile come on their face, come to their face. Anyway, so that's enough about that. So this is my first attempt at what I hope will be multiple attempts to get together to show you, to show Americans and Canadians what it's like to be a single retired male living in Atlantic Canada. Totally confused by what's going on in the world today. I mean, this to me is like a living nightmare. Uh, it's just incomprehensible to me that this stuff is going on and that so many intelligent, so-called intelligent, educated uh, politicians in the United States and people, ordinary people in the United States, are following a guy who is obviously a scammer, a scam artist. I don't understand why people can't see that. I don't have a high degree of intelligence. I don't have a high degree of education, but I can see right through this guy. He's like a carnival, what do they call it? The guys that stand out in front of these concession stands and try to get you to come, throw three balls to win a like a 10-cent prize, each ball costing $1. It's he's a snake oil salesman. Anyway, I'm going to end this now, as obviously there's no rehearsal to this. This is just an attempt to get the first video in and get through some of the jitters that goes along with that. As I said, I'm just an ordinary guy trying to understand what's going on in the world right now. I'm 67 years old. I've I've been in the Canadian Armed Forces. I've been to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, as a Canadian soldier. I was treated then in the 70s with the utmost respect when the soldiers there found out I was from Canada. A lot of them in the southern part of the states back then a lot of them didn't know that much about Canada, and that was fine. I had a great time, sharing my Canadian cigarettes with them and telling them how watery their beer was, and just having a great time listening to the accents and them asking me questions about Canada and stuff like that. I've never had a problem, never had a problem myself with Americans and traveling in the United States. I love going there. Canadians grow up with your entertainment, your actors. I mean, I love John Wayne, Clint Eastwood. There's no man, no character that personifies what it is to be a masculine, handsome, tough man than Clint Eastwood or, uh, you know, God. Anyway, that's old person glitch going on. Anyway, before I get any more glitchy and make a total fool of myself, I'm gonna stop now and hope that hope that I'm able to communicate with some of you to ask your opinions, so to have you leave comments and feel free to do that. I really want to know what your perspective is on this whole thing. I don't care what it is. If you're mega, that's fine. Make yourself known. Comment. Tell me I'm a dick. Tell me I have no, as a Canadian, I have no idea what's going on. Whatever. Add your comments, good or bad. You won't get censored. I promise. Because in Canada, we believe in free speech, actual free speech. Just try to keep the profanity down to a minimum. Once in a while, you can use the F word but, just tone it down a bit. Be your own, kind of judge of what's right and what's wrong or what goes too far or what doesn't. Okay. Anyway, see ya from Nova Scotia. Take care. Oh, and never forget, our beaver's not up for grabs. Have a good one.